Hi, this is Deborah, Paper Pellet Studio. We're doing the purple, we are doing the Pineapple Palooza. I'm doing a tutorial on Pineapple Palooza. These are going to be the available paint kits that you're going to have available to you to order. We're starting off with Sea Breeze and a little Laguna. And we're also going to put in turquoise blue. So I would like you to start with the Sea Breeze up at the top and kind of go right outside all the lines of the leaves. And you can take that to the other side as well. And we're going to add just a little bit of color. So now I've got some Laguna mixed in here just to give it a really nice variation in color. And you're going to take this color all the way around our pineapple. And go back in with a little bit of Sea Breeze. So what I've done to prepare this canvas is I've gessoed all the way, top to bottom, let it dry. I've also traced out our pineapple. Now when you order your kit, you're going to get a tracer with it. I could just send it traced already, which might just be easier. Actually, I'm going to send it traced already. If you're doing a virtual with me, a virtual paint party, and we're doing the pineapple, you'll be able to download the tracer on your own. But if you just order the whole kit, it'll come already traced. So let's put a little bit here. And I'm going to use a little bit here. And just a bit up there. And that will act as our well. When we're doing a well of paint, it's just easier to grab. And I don't know if you can hear, maybe not, but that drag that I'm getting with the brush is the gesso. It's allowing your paint to stick to the canvas. Now this canvas that I'm doing is an 8 by 10. You can order this in 11 by 14 or 8 by 10. Some people do enjoy painting 16 by 20, but for space and time, 16 by 20 takes at least 3 hours to paint if you're doing a party. Okay, so I've kind of got my background in, and I like a blend of colors. I like to keep it mixed because it gives it sort of that abstract background. There we go. Okay. We'll put a little bit more I'm going to take it right up to the outside line of the pineapple. And eventually that'll dry up. So we're going to go over the whole thing in black. And then I'm going to take it right in between the leaves. And I'm using my flat number 12 brush to do this. And you do that at a 90-degree angle. Okay, we almost have this covered. Just following the outside line of the tracer all the way around. And let's see. Yeah, we can go right in here. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to rinse off my brush. And I'm going to move right on over to the yellow. I'm just using pure yellow. And I want to make sure that all the color, I'm going to use the flat once again. I want to make sure all the blue, because otherwise that's going to make green. I'm going to make sure all this blue is off of it. Okay. There we go. So pure yellow. And we're going to take this right into the center of the pineapple, its body. Go completely around. We seem to be covering all of its pineapple crowns that are in there, but that's okay. All right, go right up to the edge. And right into now eventually this is also going to get covered by some greenery, but that's okay. All right, nice even coat. Get rid of some of the overlaps that we have on here. Now we're going to do 2 coats on this pineapple of the yellow. But the first thing I'm going to do is let this dry. We want to let it dry so we could get a really nice coating on there. The second coating won't stay unless it's dry. It'll just sort of all mix together. So now I'm pouring out leaf green, sour apple, we're going to go into our pineapple crown. And the last one here is Citron Green. You can use whatever paints you want. But we want to use a variety of color. And the reason for this is because we would like our leaves to have some depth. So we'll go right in, go right into okay. All right, I think I need to do one step different. I'm watching this and I'm covering up my obvious green or obvious I'm covering up the obvious outline of where we're going to have our super nice so we're going to go over it in some black using a number 6 round. And this primarily is to keep the leaves somewhat separated when we're painting them and putting in the first coat of green. Okay, now I have to let this dry. All right, let's get rid of this black. Let's go back into our yellow because now we're going to let those lines dry. So I'd like to just kind of go over the perimeter of it for sure and stay off of the blue because like I said, that will make green for us. And then go right into the center, give it a nice coat. And then we're going to let this dry. Rinse off the brush. Okay, go back to our green. It looks like we've got some of the green or some of the black. That we'll be able to, some of the black is drying up. I'm mixing 2 colors here. Get rid of that. The 2 colors are the leaf green and the sour apple. And this is to give depth and variation. Now you got a little bit of black that might be mixing in with your green paint. That's okay. Go right up onto the top of each one. I put the black a little heavy on this side here, so it's going to have to keep ourselves okay. Now go into some of the center. We're going to reserve this citron green for the very end, because, well, not the very end, but I mean as soon as I get all my leaves in and some of this base coat dries, we're going to add in that light green, because we know in nature the sun will sometimes turn these pineapple leaves lighter green, depending on the ripeness of your pineapple. And everybody's pineapple is different. So don't worry what it's going to look like. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, so then I'm going to come around the neck. The pineapple generally has a skirt, we'll call it that, right around the neck. And you can kind of there we go. Can kind of do your little skirt right around the tightest part of the neck. All right, there we go. That looks okay for now. And then I'm going to take my, I think I want to use this liner brush on it, and we're going to go with, and we're letting the top part of the pineapple dry, and I'm going to place 2 different colors of orange, jack-o'-lantern orange, or you can use orange twist. And then I've also got this canyon orange. What we're doing with the orange is we're going to go in and start to outline. These are almost similar. We're going to go in and we're going to outline the pineapple's spine, and you want to make those perfect V's all the way down. Just go right over the tracer lines. All the way across. Okay, now there we go. Clean off our brush. I think now we could go back in to our pineapple crown with this very light citron green, and just load your brush and go in and hit the tip of it. Kind of putting in a little bit negative space with this, you know. And it's okay if it goes right into the black. Okay. Trying to create a leaf look here. Because this was the area that I did not add any black in. So we're going to want to put just a little bit to bring both sides together. Because you want to have both sides balanced to some degree. Okay. Clean off the brush. And black. Okay. Now, we're going to take a little bit of purple pizzazz and we're going to start to go around the outline of our there's purple pizzazz, and we're also going to use purple passion. And purple passion is just a little lighter and it has a little bit of sparkle to it. So you take your fine liner brush and you're going to go right up here on the top. You're going to come around. Okay, you keep following it around. Okay. Let me clean some of that off. Now you can go right over this with purple, what did we call it? Passion, the glittery purple. Use your finger just to give it kind of a Just take a little amount. It's kind of like finger painting. And go right around the perimeter with it. Okay. These glittery ones, you got to make sure they stay mixed. They like to separate. Okay. I think for right now, we're going to let this dry and take a peek at it in a bit. I'll move on. And what we'll do is we will take this purple, the same purple that we were using, not the sparkly one, Purple Pizzazz, and we're going to go right on top of the yellow, the orange V's that we made. Right on top. And you can probably just go underneath just to show a little bit of the orange if you want. I can still see it. But it kind of, you want it to look kind of combined. Go back up here and do a little bit more. Okay. All right. Here. Still doing Purple Pizzazz. All the way down. Doubling it with the orange. Giving it kind of that outline pop. Okay, there you go. Now, clean off the brush. We're going to take some color and we're going to go into the leaves with the color. I am going to put out a little bit more sour apple. I am going to put leaf green. Now I'm going to move on to Royal Fuchsia and Purple Pizzazz up in the leaf area. And you'll see what we're going to do with that. So here we are, just a little bit more of the leaf green, just to give it some darkness. Pick a side, and that's what you'll follow through. And then you'll go right inside the center with it so they stand out. Okay, now we'll come down here. Remember, we had our skirt, so you want to kind of put some notice to the skirt. Maybe go in the center of that, a little on the top. Okay. All right. Now we'll go in with this fuchsia, and we'll just tip parts of the leaves. And I'm using my fine liner brush. Because we want to make sure that we've got some color on both sides. Okay. And now I will take a little bit of this purple pizzazz. Once I clean my brush off, even though these two colors are very close together, we're going to take the purple pizzazz and we're just going to start outlining right under or on top of the black that we had. So that we have an outline of purple. That somewhat softens the black a little bit, which is fine. I mean, okay. Now I'm cleaning off the purple pizzazz, not even using any water. I'm going straight to my next color, and that is going to be the citron green, and I'm highlighting just around where I put the purple, actually the fuchsia, excuse me. So it kind of makes it pop. So you want those two colors next to each other. So we have some bright, and then we have some dark. Okay. Some little fuchsia here. Okay. So there we have it, our 3 colors up there. Now we are going to work on the center of our pineapple, and that is going to require 3 different colors. One more time. We're going to use the turquoise blue and the royal fuchsia, which is already out. So let me put some turquoise blue down. And we're going to use that orange, Canyon orange. Now actually, yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see how that looks. Let's go in with the blue. I'm going to go right up here at the top of its and you're just sort of dabbing the blue on. It's not a round circle. It's like 3 pats with your brush, and this is the fine liner brush. Nothing has to be perfect here. It's just a marking of this blue. And then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, clean off our brush. Now we're going to go in with the royal fuchsia. Now this is a little different. This is just going to be less of a pat, and it's below, it's underneath, and it's like 2 pounces right on top of each other. So whatever footprint your liner brush makes, that's fine. Okay, coming across here. The last color I'm going to use is a super light pink, and I'll just do that by mixing some white in with my royal fuchsia. Oh no, I have some light pink. I can get it. Now I just remembered where I have it. Okay. Light pink. This is bubblegum pink, if I'm not mistaken. And that is 1 pounce up at the top. Okay. And I think the colors all together are really pretty together. I think they're cute. Remember, the pineapple is a sign of hospitality. We use this when we are going to someone's home. We often see it hanging out as a flag. But this is perfect for a kitchen, an entryway. It makes a wonderful gift, especially because it's handmade by you. I think the 8x10s are cute. They fit nicely in the kitchen. as well as, you know, giving an 11 by 14 as a gift. I think that's really cool to give someone this to do for themselves. All right, so the bubblegum pink is in, and make sure that, yeah, my last color. A lot of colors on this. We're going with Glorious Gold, and this is also metallic. It's a little sparkly, but it's not too Christmas sparkly. Okay. And that is just going to have a hint of it. Put 2 dabs. A hint of it. Right here. Right under. I'm starting on one side here. That's all right. But it's just a hint. We don't have to go too heavy. So I'm going to take it off one side. There we go. This really takes very, very, very little gold at all. And I feel like I'm going to waste it now that I just put 2 dabs out. All right, there we are. This is the Pineapple Palooza. Let me see. Now, since we're here at the end, I'm just going to kind of go in. This happens to be Laguna, and I'm going in to fill in any marks, not marks, spaces that, and it gives it a rough finish when you do it this way. Any spaces that the brush didn't pick up, because I just kind of gave it a quick once over. Okay. Oh, I want to make sure this gets lined. And there you have it. This beautiful welcome pineapple in a variety of colors. Add a little bit of water just to get this. I think if I flip this upside down, you'll be able to see it. And then you do your sides. You definitely want to do all of your sides. And you want to do your bottom. You might want to sign it. It's up to you. I want to make sure that this gets covered. Okay. And so here we have it. This absolutely cute pineapple. I like it. I like it. I know you'll like it. Thank you for watching today. Please join me at paperpellet.com. You can pick up your pineapple paint kits and say welcome to somebody the next time you arrive at their home. Have a wonderful day.